Good morning, Denny. It is Friday, January 20th, and today I will be tackling Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the fourth book in the Harry Potter trilogy. Nope, it's not a trilogy. It's a septopoly. Septopoly? Septopoly? Septopoly. Septopoly. It is also a foray into the darker world of Harry Potter because Lord Voldemort comes back and Cedric Diggory, the head of Hufflepuff's Puffy Life, I don't know, dies. So yes, it marks kind of the first death in the series. I mean, Voldemort kind of dies twice in the first two books, and people die in flashback / retelling, but this is the first good, proper death, and it's of a child nonetheless. Good, proper child death. Yeah, this is a very lengthy exposition-wise book. I mean, the first book was very exposition-heavy, what is Quidditch, what is almost everything in this wizarding world, but this is also very exposition-heavy in different ways. Talks about the Death Eaters, which I'm going to put this out there and say, J.K. Rowling, you know, it was kind of silly for you to name Death Eaters and Dementors things that are so similar. I kind of got confused some parts of it, whether Death Eaters were the supporters of Voldemort or the joy-sucking creatures. Some might say both are joy-sucking creatures and supporters of Voldemort, but it's very similar names, and I don't really like that, especially when expressed phonetically. A few other things are introduced in this fourth book. That includes the older two Weasley boys, Barty and Crouch, Death Eaters, as I was saying, and Lord Voldemort's physical new body. Toasty. There are other lengthy expositions, like Hagrid being a half-giant, of Voldemort's pre-death life, and the rise and fall of Voldemort's supporters. Not saying that this exposition is bad, it just seems very heavy in this book, and you can tell by 700 and some odd pages that this could have been cut down maybe just a little bit. I need to point out something very, very important about this cover. There is a little dash above E for Goblet of Fire, so there's like a little accent above the E, and I just have to ask the question, why isn't it over the I in Goblet of Fire? If you wanted to dot something, you could have dotted the I, and that would have made a little more sense. Way to go, Scholastic. So, how's it stack up? I very much liked Book 3 more. This is very long and lengthy, and the action sequences are intense, but the lulls in action are much more of a drop than they were in other books. The thing of other books is that it kind of ramped up on the action and then kind of came down on the curve. For this, it was a very, there were three main action sequences for the three main tasks, and things ramped up, down, drop, blah, blah. And also these kids are supposed to be 13, 14 years old. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it's like stereotypical of teenagers that they get that horny and obsessive over possessional of people. Then Harry, Ron, and Hermione turn in this book. They went from, you know, cute, innocent, button-eyed kids to horny teenagers who are very jealous of Quidditch seekers from Bulgaria. Like that, I mean, it was crazy how the angst was running through this book. In addition, I called the twist ending with Mad-Eye Moody halfway through this book, so I feel kind of smarter than the average, you know, 13-year-old. Now that I put it out into words, I don't feel that great about finding out the twist before the twist happened. So, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Still, so far, my second favorite one after Azkaban. But, unfortunately, I'm still going to have to give it 2 tasks out of 3. It could be improved and, I guess, shortened, because even though I flew through this because it's at a 5th grade reading level, there was a lot of unnecessary floof and poorly worded and timed exposition. So, that is my thoughts on Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I will see you on Monday. DFTBA, stay super. Bye.